Welcome everyone, and thank you very much for tuning in. I am Gillian Walsh. I am the Academic Coordinator for MIT ReACT. I am both honored and so excited to kick off this celebration for the graduating class of the MIT ReACT Computer and Data Science Certificate Program. I'd like to start with an overview of our agenda. We will begin with remarks from Vice President for Open Learning, Sanjay Sarma. In addition to providing mindful and enthusiastic leadership here at Open Learning, Dr. Sarma is also the Fred and Daniel Fort Flowers Professor of Mechanical Engineering here at MIT. Next, I will introduce what may be a familiar face to some, faculty founder and Professor of Civil and Environmental Engineering, Admir Masick. Dr. Masick's personal story of resilience led him to establish ReACT in 2017, and has successfully led to this, our second graduating cohort. We will then take time to hear from ReACT 2019 alumnus and PhD student at Rice University, Fatima Al-Rashdan. Representing the class of 2020 will be Mohammed Hizani. Next, we will go on to the moment that you have all been waiting for, the conferral of the Computer and Data Science Certificate. Finally, we will close with well wishes from MIT Corporation member and longtime supporter of the ReACT program, Hala Fidel. In addition to advising ReACT on its endeavors, Hala is also the founder and chair of the MIT Enterprise Pan-Arab Forum. Before we begin, we would like to recognize our partners and supporters who help us to deliver programs like this online and on the ground. We would also like to express our gratitude to our philanthropic supporters, Hala Fidel, Saeed Darwaza, Richard and Marjorie Fields, Sue Kim, Faris Sayegh, Thomas Ermakora, the MIT Arab Alumni Association, Mad Fuat Kam, and the Western Union Foundation. Lastly, we invite you to use the chat box provided to add questions, comments, or well wishes to our graduates. And now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Professor Sanjay Sarma.
Thank you very much, Gillian. Isn't it wonderful that you've heard Gillian's voice, or maybe seen her emails, but you now actually physically are, at least in virtually, seeing her for the first time. It's such a great pleasure to address you all. These are very interesting times. I'm speaking to you from MIT. MIT is a well-known institution. We give out undergraduate degrees, which take 4 years. We give master's degrees, which take 1 or 2 years. We give PhD degrees, which can take 5, 6, 7 years. Now, the question, though, is this how things are going to be in the future? What's going to change in the future? You see, what's happening today is that the way we educate is changing very rapidly. And the way we work is changing very rapidly. No longer is it going to be enough to get educated for 4 years and that you're ready for life. Any skill that you use today is going to likely have to be replenished, updated, maybe 3 years from now. Even something like marketing is changing. But certainly if you're in data science, it's changing. Entrepreneurship is changing. Mechanical engineering is changing. Civil and environmental engineering is changing because the environmental regulations have changed, the technology has changed. So in some ways, the traditional model of 4 years and you're ready for life is a little bit suspect. The fact is, you have to be educated and you have to be educating yourself. I do educate myself every day of your life. It's sort of like working out. Imagine if I said to you that you just need to exercise for the first 4 years of your life and you'll be fit for the rest of your life. And you know that's not going to work. You have to work out every day, a few times a week to stay fit. The same is happening with education. And to enable that at MIT, we're producing a whole series of new modules that we together refer to as Agile Continuous Education. Massive open online courses, certificate programs like the ones you're doing, boot camps, and apprenticeships like the apprenticeship some of you are going to benefit from. So you, ladies and gentlemen, are actually in many ways pioneers because you are benefiting from what I think is the future of traditional education. So that's the first comment I wanted to make to you. You are our aces. You are the first and the early pioneers in agile continuous education. It's a new pathway for education. The second thing I want to say to you, and maybe I'll close with this, you are also CEOs. So you might say, well, what am I a CEO of? Which company am I a CEO of? Well, you have just become the CEOs of your own lives. What do I mean by that? In a company, you have a chief marketing officer. Well, you have to be the chief marketing officer of your own life. Companies have chief technology officers. You're all using Zoom and other technologies. You have to become the chief technology officers of your own lives. What about legal stuff? Many of you are refugees. You have already been through a very difficult legal situation. You are, in many respects, a legal officer. You are the chief legal officer of your own life. Of course, you'll get other expertise and consultants when you need it. But in some ways, what I'm saying to you is that in this new economy, of course, you might work for a big company, and hopefully you'll do really well. But you, especially this cohort, consists of people who have to be and who have been and will have to continue to be the CEOs of your own lives, the chief marketing officers of your own life, the chief legal officers of your own lives, the chief technology officers of your own lives. So hats off to all of you. You are pioneers in agile continuous education, and you're becoming the CEOs of your own lives and have an extraordinary event today, but really best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you very much. It is now my great pleasure to introduce someone who, as I said, Gillian described as the founder of this, is also, in my view, a pioneer who is both a refugee but also the CEO of his life, and in some ways launched this, in every way, launched this whole effort. Admir Macic.
Thank you, Sanjay.
Thank you.
For a wonderful introduction. And it's really wonderful to be here, to see all of you connected, to basically get this certificate that I guess, as Sanjay said, will open great opportunities for you in the very near future. So, according to UNHCR, there are 70 million people, forcibly displaced people in the world right now. I remember when we started ReACT, there were 65 million. So in only 2 years, we increased the number of about 5 million, which is a huge number. And when with Sanjay and other colleagues here at MIT, we started to think about how we could help and how can we create opportunities for these people around the world to get a quality education. We came up, quality education actually where they live, which is really key for ReACT. We came up with these three pillars of ReACT that we believe are the key for success in such a difficult and challenging conditions. So one is online certification content, certified content is important. Paid internships is the second pillar, and third pillar is entrepreneurship. In our opinion, these three pillars are important and sufficient to really create skills that will enable you and open new opportunities for you in the future. So online certified programs that we developed here at MIT are definitely high quality, and we believe that we are on a very good path there. We introduced paid internships that open opportunities for you to show your skills in the let's say network where do you live, and basically get the opportunity to perhaps move from internship into a permanent job. And of course, we believe that you are leaders. You are the backbone of your communities, and entrepreneurship is one of the key components in this process. And as Sanjay said, you are CEOs of your lives. And this means that entrepreneurship concepts are very important. So we launched the first cohort 2 years ago, and these are results. Results are really important. Pilot cohort graduated, 95% graduated in the program. 75% of newly employed students attributed their new employment opportunity to ReACT. And more than 75% of all the students are now considering entrepreneurship or a startup as a career option. 50% of internships turned into permanent jobs. Very important number. And of course, many of them served as volunteers in your cohort. So let's talk about your cohort. And here are some numbers. We launched it in fall of 2018. We received more than 1,000 applications from 42 countries, mainly from Middle East, 85%, but also 10% from Africa. And we admitted only 20 students in Jordan and 10 students from the rest of the world after, you will agree with me, quite difficult math test and English test. So age ranges from 18 to 41, and average set about 26, and 55% of our students are women. So this picture was taken about a year ago in Amman, in Jordan, and you will find yourself here with MISTI students and boot campers. And I must say this is a wonderful moment for all of us. But in the past year, you went through a quite difficult curriculum, curriculum of computer and data science, MIT ReACT, that includes, of course, 601X by John Goodhag and Eric Grimson, Introduction to Computer Science and Programming using Python. We have a 602X, Introduction to Computational Thinking and Data Science. And also we have a XPro course on data science and big data analytics, making data-driven decisions for professionals. In addition to these three core subjects, we have also 1 or 2 elective courses that are listed here, including also courses from our partner ReACT. So these are numbers of your class, and we are proud of these numbers again. 93% completed our program. We will be graduating a total of 28 students. You scored really well, around the 88, let's say 90%. So in average, you scored a good A minus in these courses. And you did internships in these companies, our partners. I must say there were also remote internships with our partner Halosis in Indonesia. So before we go to graduation, I would like to remind you that we also launched in collaboration with MicroMasters program in Data Economics and Development Policy, the ReACT program, and we selected 8 students that are located in Lebanon, Rwanda, Kenya, South Africa, US, UK, and Netherlands, and they are in varying different stages of progress. And I'm mentioning this also because I would like to close on this map here. This is the map of countries where ReACT operates. And I must say, you notice that there are 4 continents that we operate in. I remember that, let's say, I want you ReACT students to remember something, that we live a new world, especially when it comes to education. And in this new world, for us, the people hungry for knowledge, the education has really no borders. I really would thank you to all of you for what you are doing to make the education without borders. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Masick. We'd like to turn our attention now to former student Fatima Al-Rashdan. Is Fatima here?
Yeah. Can
Welcome.
you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are ready to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, thank you, Galan. So I would like to start by congratulating the new cohort of alumni whom I was really delighted to meet in Amman a year ago. I'm pretty sure it was a busy year for you, so well done on your achievement. And remember to keep the momentum because it is just the beginning. I was extremely happy meeting you in Amman and see the program not only continue, but also grow on both the number of countries and the number of students accepted. So we succeeded in being a good first cohort, making the program continue, and I'm sure that you also did. I joined ReACT 2018 as a student, and at that time I was doing my master's degree in electrical engineering back in Jordan, which was a little bit challenging to manage two things in parallel. However, I would say that the experience was totally rewarding. It is no doubt that the computer and data science is one of the most active fields nowadays and continue to engage in almost all fields and aspects of our life. So it is extremely important to have these skills. And now I even appreciate this more when I started using these skills in different projects I'm working in. And though there are different sources to learn these skills, I think what the most special about ReACT is the close mentoring you get and the pool of outstanding and motivated people you are surrounded by. The program also went beyond the computer and data science skills to self-professional and communication skills with many workshops held the first 2 weeks in Amman. Then we get the chance to start the online courses and yet continue to have support from the program staff and community. A few months later for me, I was chosen to short internship program at CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research at Switzerland. And beyond having office with Elsevier, it was a great opportunity to work closely on a real project and applying both the programming and technical skills I gained through the program. And at the same time, working in a team of people from different backgrounds and different nationalities, having more and more connections. After that, I was done with my master's and I started the last course in data-driven decisions through MITx, which I'm pretty sure that you all enjoyed. We graduated a year ago, but this was not the end. A month after graduation, I started my job at Al Hussein Technical University, which is the university that hosted the program for the past 2 years. I used to work there as a lecturer in both the electrical engineering and the energy engineering departments. After that, I continued to have support from both the staff and students, like the whole community of ReACT, to continue my studies. And here I am currently, I'm in Houston doing my PhD in electrical and computer engineering in one of the top universities at the United States at the Rice University. I'm extremely interested in the neuroengineering field, and I'm pretty sure like the people in ReACT whom I worked with know this very well. So I lately started my research in this field where I work on a project on powering the implanted neurostimulators that is used to stimulate the nervous system and help curing different neurodegenerative diseases. At the end, I just wanted to say that I don't think that ReACT is a time-limited program like any workshop or training you go through. So you just like finish your coursework, you got graduated, and that's it. I think it's more on the vision and philosophy beyond the program. That is, whenever you have the chance, whenever you have access for resources for high quality education, then you have to keep in mind those less fortunate people who did not have this chance. So whenever or wherever you have the opportunity to help these people, then you definitely should. So congratulations again on your achievements, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Fatima. It's wonderful. All right, next we will move on to representing the class of 2020, Mohammed Hizani. Floor is yours.
Hello, I'm here. So I'm really honored to speak on the name of all my cohort. I'm gonna just represent an interesting story of mine during this whole week in a very short period, but I'm sure that all of my colleagues' stories are as interesting as my story and maybe much more interesting. So when I saw the ReACT ad on Facebook, I wanted to know more. So I asked a friend of mine. He was a former student in the previous cohort. So I asked him to send me the curriculum. When I saw the curriculum, the first two courses I've already seen before and I've already taken. So I thought to myself, so I'm really signing up for this program just for the last program. Is it that is? Once the program started, I discovered that I was very naive. So once the program started, it was insanely fast, quick, and intense. It was very intensive. It was very energetic, and it really changed me in many ways. So I for instance, I built my resume, which was just a one page instead of 5 pages. And everyone saw this resume was astonished. Wow, you used just a one page to represent all your skills in it. And the energy I felt during this 2 weeks into workshops and even after, I've completely changed. Till today, I still hear Olivia voices, as some of you still hear it, when she is shouting in the evening, I want to see all of you here at 8:30. Repeat after me, 8:30. So I'm not waking up every day at 8:30, but I'm waking up early. I used to be a night owl. I'm now a morning bird. So also for the first time in my life, I got 6 invitation for a job interviews, and I was astonished. They were not just any kind of companies. They were top companies, and some of them are multinational companies and NGOs and UN agencies. And I, for the first time in my life, just not just because I had so many interviews, but I could also, which I did, decline some of the job offers I got. So I had to pick up between the best, which I ended up doing my internship at UNICEF. So moving to my internship at UNICEF, it was great. It was really marvelous. So UNICEF, it's a multinational agency. So basically the official language you speak usually is English. And every time, every day, I meet new people. Every day I meet a new person and I have to speak with them and make a new friendship. I made a lot of friendship from people all over the world, from the US, UK, Italy, Singapore, and many other countries. Not just that, I worked with very dynamic teams. And as Robert once told us, that these internship opportunities were not just gifts, we earned them. And we must prove that we deserve to be chosen. In that way, I was the only data science in the whole section. And in 3 months, I wrote so many codes to analyze all the statistics that they have for all the teams they got. And all of this, I just only used the knowledge I got from just the first 2 courses. I didn't use machine learning because I haven't learned them yet, but I did a lot of many great job, and they were happy also to offer me a job, but I wasn't able to accept it since I was already got a scholarship to do my PhD in electrical and computer engineering at University of Lisbon in Portugal. Um, I was very excited. ReACT was very important thing to add also to my motivation letter and my resume in order to support my application. Now I'm working on a neural network package using Julia language. Maybe some of you heard of this package or this open source library I'm working on is for testing the number systems, which is part of my studies I'm working on. So I'm working on designing a hardware chipsets for improving the performance of neural networks and machine learning. So eventually ReACT not just gave me the knowledge, which was one of the finest qualities I've ever gotten. It also gave me access to opportunities that I've never dreamed of. It gave me also confidence. It gave me hope, where people finally started to appreciate my intelligence, my skills, my hard working. Yes, I got a PhD scholarship in one of the most prestigious institutes in the field of electrical and computer engineering. And I'm still confident, even when I applied for the scholarship, I was confident that I can get it. And even if I couldn't get it, I was confident that I can apply again to any other prestigious institute and still get in. So in that way, I really want to thank everyone that made MIT ReACT happen in this way. I want to at first thank Professor Admir. He was the founder and visionary behind this program. He was a refugee. He suffered as we're suffering right now. I want to thank him. I want to thank Robert Fadil for his continuous support during his period. I want also to thank Lauren. She was great. She was maybe the first person we spoke with. And for sure, I want to thank the great coordinator, Jillian. She's great. We haven't, it's maybe our first time to meet her virtually, unfortunately, but we are thankful for all what you are doing for us, Jillian. I also want to thank the MIT Bootcamp team. Wow, teams, you are doing great, especially Olivia. She was the best. Vim, Ingrid, Mariah, you all always were. I'm gonna remember you all the times, and even the workshop was just a 2 days. It changed me a lot, really. I want also to thank MIT Little Devices team, Anna and Nicholas. They did a great job. They show us how we can use the IoT things and robotics to combine them with the data science, which was a new idea for most of us. And special thanks to Professor Eric Grimson and Professor John Guntag, the teachers of the first two courses. They were maybe the most effective professors on us, and all the MIT professors and teachers for all the courses we took. You all doing marvelous job. I want to thank you all. And in the name of all my colleagues, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. That was fantastic. And thank you again, Fatima. All right. So I guess now is the moment we've all been waiting for. So Dr. Masick will confer your certificates.
Confer. I guess I'm gonna read your names, hopefully correctly pronounced, so we have Mohammed Noor Khaled Qasim Abu Khalif. You will get physical certificates very soon, and digitally you will receive it, I guess, today. I have people knowing, which is great. And of course, they will be signed by myself and Professor Sharma, Sanjay. So next is Adil Haidar. Next, congratulations, Adil. Next is Mohammed Shaheen. And Sama Alzaro. Then we have Mohammed Hidzani. We heard from him today. Congratulations. Anas Al-Havari, a civil engineer, I remember that. And Islam Boja, Buja. That should be pronounced Buja, I guess. Then Muaz Mohammed Zafar Al-Hosni. We have him here online. Congratulations. Jesse Inga Volonté. We have our friends from Africa connected as well. Congratulations. Iyad Chair. Congratulations, Iyad. Ruba Aburub. I don't know if she's here connected. Congratulations. Laila Khalib Al-Saleh. Congratulations, Laila. Romain Nitkuzuima. I hope I pronounced it correct. Hajar Luai Abbas. Congratulations, Hajar. Doa Hassan Kanan. Tala Al-Jabiri. Congratulations, Tala. Alice Burumi. Alice should be connected. Congratulations. Batul Abdul Malek. Aimi Furaha Tuirate. Congratulations. Ahmed Subhi Al-Hadidi. Congratulations, Ahmed. Shahd Tantawi. Emery Nukiriki. Congratulations, Emery. Are you connected? I don't see him. In any case, congratulations. Harut Mar.
His honeymoon.
Oh, yeah, correct. Exactly. Next is Harut Mardirosian. Congratulations, Harut. Mohammed Al-Alian. Congratulations, Mohammed. Abdel Khalik Al-Junaidi, our youngest participant. Congratulations. Rukaya Nayef Zakaria. Congratulations, Rukaya, for achieving this amazing goal. And congratulations to everyone for making it through getting MIT ReACT certificates. And I wish you all the best in your incredible and wonderful future. Congratulations. And I guess, Gillian, you will introduce Hala Fadal.
Yes, thank you very much, Professor Masick. And congratulations, everyone. Lastly, we would like to hear some closing well wishes from Hala Fadel. Hala, whenever you're ready, the floor is yours.
Hello, good evening, everybody. It's really an honor to be here. I would like to congratulate you all on your certificates and thank the MIT Digital Learning Initiative and Sanjay and Admir for all the work that was put together to do this. Sanjay started his remark by saying you are pioneers. So that's a word that is very dear to my heart. I was surprised when he used it because pioneers, which is Ruwad in Arabic, is the name of the nonprofit I started in the Arab region about 10 years ago, Ruwad al-Tanmiya, that delivers education in disenfranchised areas. And all the students I see through this MIT ReACT class and through the students I see also in Ruwad in these initiatives are all profiles that are very impressive, not just by their education level, but how much driven they are in life and how much they can achieve to change their communities, change their countries, and change the world. So in fact, it might be counterintuitive, but starting with a challenge in life, being a refugee or coming from a disenfranchised area, is the kind of resilience that you need in today's world to make it. I think when I see, different kids coming from an environment where you have everything is not necessarily the best way to start in life. So I know it's hard, but if you're here, it means you made it and you have the personality to make it through many obstacles in life. And for me, as a recruiter or someone who invests in people, this is an asset. I look for this kind of people who have this kind of resilience. The second thing Sanjay said is you're the CEOs of your own life. That's true. And the CEOs require usually different skills from the academic and scientific skills that you've been learning at MIT ReACT and through the different universities or education institutions that you've been attending during your life. So being the CEO of your own life requires some soft skills that are not necessarily the hardcore mathematical or computer science skills that you've been learning at MIT. And one of those skills is definitely having contacts and networking. So I would like you, my message is clear, don't be shy in life, go get the contacts you need and start maybe as a first step to look at the class you're part of today and entertain the contacts you have with the friends you've been meeting through this class, maybe also through the internships you've been doing thanks to MIT ReACT or other internships. We've heard Muhammad having lots of contacts for jobs, but it starts maybe by an email you could be sending today after this virtual ceremony, thanking all the people that have helped you reach whatever step you have reached today with these certificates. So it could be people from the MIT digital initiatives, but also people that you've met at the different companies you were interacting with. Keep and cherish these contacts. They are so valuable, and nurturing them throughout your career will be something that is really helpful. And also, I'm ready if you need any contacts in the region. And I know Saeed Darwazad, who co-funded initially this MIT ReACT Hub with me, would be very open to receiving emails from you. So I'll make sure you get both of our emails after this conversation. And then the third thing I wanted to share with you is the importance of being global. This MIT ReACT certificate is also a sign that you don't think only within your community or within your country. It means that you also have reached a global institution and you have a global mind. And this is very important, especially for your learning. So cherish this. We've heard, I was very impressed with Fatima, who had a contact at CERN. Try to reach out to people. You have a magic stick with this certificate on your resume. People will think you're credible. So use it to reach out to people who are not necessarily in our region, which is, going through some troubles these days. So feel free to reach out and that any can have a contain also contacts. Wanted to leave. Wait, let me. refugee artist who came to Palestinian camps in Lebanon, in the Palestinian camp Sabra. And I'm talking about him today because he's an artist. He's exhibiting. So from his small refugee camp in Lebanon, Sabra, which is not the brightest of the refugee camps, now he's made it to Art Geneva as one of the most famous artists there. So I thought he would be a good source of inspiration. He actually used the material from the camps to do his art. So your strength is where you come from. It's your resilience in life. You're an inspiration to all of us. So thank you. And I hope to meet all of you soon. I'll make sure you get our contacts to be able to reach out. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Hala. And thank you very much for your kind words and for your support. Would you mind repeating the name of the artist? I think you cut out for one moment. I don't know if she's here. Hala, would you mind repeating the name of the artist you mentioned?
Oh, sorry. Yes, Abdurrahman Katanani.
Wonderful.
Katanani, Katanani. Abdurrahman Katanani.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. All right, everyone. Thank you again for joining us for this very special event. We are so proud of all of you, and we look forward to witnessing your very bright futures unfold. Please be sure to visit react.mit.edu to an impact. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.